Hey guys, this is Andy. Today we are at Walt Disney World's Animal Kingdom and we are going to be doing a point of view ride on Kilimanjaro's safaris. While we're on the ride, keep an eye out for the different animals on the safari. You'll get to see, of course, crocodiles. You're going to get to see cheetahs and lions, but also we get to see giraffe and even a baby elephant. So enjoy the ride, guys, and sit back and have a great time.
Before you begin your trip, you should know
Kilimanjaro Safari. And we are looking for the baby elephant. Alright.
If we have any little ones that might need a boost, make sure that they are situated on your lap, but they must stay on that one lap the whole safari.
Morgan, we're going on a real life safari.
If we have any food or beverage, make sure that they are sealed before we enter the reserve. Well, Asante Sana Award. Now, as we say out here in Harambe, friends, Twin Day, and that means a let's go, so here we go. Well, Jumbo, everybody, good morning. My name is Anton. I'm going to be your safari guide as we make our way here throughout the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Now, speaking of animals, are you guys ready to see some animals out there? Yeah? All right, good. That's what I like to hear. Take a look above your head there. That is your animal spotting guide. That's going to help you guys, help me identify some of those animals we might get to see. Now, we might not get to see every single animal, that's just due to migratory patterns and sleeping habits and things like that, but we tend to have pretty good luck. So make sure those cell phones and cameras are out and they are ready. Maybe kind of put them into a sport or action mode to help you guys get a much clearer photo of some of these animals. I'll do my best to stop for as many as I can. Now we're going to hang out right here and wait for the final all clear from our warden before we begin our adventure in the reserve today. Do you have any first time explorers with me on board? Yeah? Alright, awesome. Welcome aboard, guys, and welcome back, my previous explorers. It's great to see you all again. What are you excited to see out there today? Giraffes, lions, animals. I like that one's a good one. Kind of covers all bases there. Now it does seem like we've got that all clear, so let's go ahead and make our way here into the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Now the first area that we will be entering into is the Little Ituri Forest. The animals that do live out here, they are masters of camouflage, so make sure we really keep those eyes out. See that we might be able to see. They've got beautiful striping patterns along their backs or legs to help them blend in. And if you guys take a look on the right, kind of right down on the bottom near the water, there's kind of a little brown animal laying down. That's a yellowback duiker. Now, yellowback duiker, they get their name duiker from diver. It's a Dutch Afrikaans word because they will dive kind of into that underbrush very, very quickly to escape from any predators. Now, they get the yellowback part just from that yellow stripe along their back, which they'll raise kind of like hackles there. Now, they are pretty shy. They tend to hang out where they are very well hidden. Now, these animals will vary in different colorations of those brown, light brown, reddish brown, even black to white. And that is just to help break up their silhouette throughout all this dense underbrush and bamboo groves. If you guys take a look on the left-hand side, you guys might be able to spot a black rhino there. There's also one a bit closer here.
Yes, back.
And they have no natural predators at all. Their only threat is because of us humans, because of poaching for their horns, which are just made out of keratin, same substance our hair and fingernails are made out of. Now the animal that we can see roaming around right over here on the right-hand side, there's a few of them. Those are bongo. Now, bongo have the nickname as Ghost of the Forest because they do blend in so extremely well. And they've got those big curved back horns to help them blend in. That big tan antelope on the right as well is a greater kudu. Now, she's one of the taller, 55 inches tall at the shoulder. You can tell she's a female because she doesn't have any horns. Only the males carry those horns.
Saddleback.
These big birds over to the left are saddle-billed stork. They are 5 feet tall. They have a 9-foot wingspan. Because, well, they're thought to mate for life, so we hardly ever see those two separated too far of a distance away. Now we're going to be making our way here into the Safi River. This is going to be home to the largest and most dangerous water-dwelling animal here in Africa, Nile hippopotamus. You guys are right. Now we can already spot some Nile hippos here on the right-hand side, just their little eyes poking out of the water. And they will hold their breath for about 8 minutes at a time. They spend their time underneath the water to protect their sensitive skin. from this harsh African sun, as well as to keep them cool. Take a look on the left, guys. There's an entire float. Yeah. And they love hanging out with those birds. Oh, you see that little head in the middle of them all? That is a baby. You're old. And they already weigh about 900 pounds. Yeah, that's a big baby.
You want to go swimming, Morgan?
Now they actually get to reach about 5,500 pounds when they're fully grown, and those birds on the island are some of their really good friends. Those are pink-backed pelican. They get their name, of course, from the pink color of their backs, though that's only during mating season. Very light blush of pink. Nothing too big at all. They've got around a 7 to 8 foot wingspan as well. Now if we take a look right down below, we might be able to spot some Nile crocodile.
Crikey.
Now Nile crocodile, they are extremely large animals. They'll reach about 16 feet long. They can weigh up to 500 pounds, and they do have enough bite force in their jaws to crush through just about anything. Nearly 2,000 pounds per square inch of bite force on the shore, and that is solely because while they are cold-blooded reptiles, they're going to need that to really kind of help them keep warm, their body temperature high. But have you ever seen any laying out on the shore like that, and they might have their big jaws wide open? They're not trying to scare you off. They're not even trying to catch any food. All they want to do is simply just cool down. They don't sweat like we do, so it's gonna work kind of like how dogs pant. It'll be a very similar fashion there. We're about to make our way into the savannah. The savannah is going to be home to the world's most diverse population of species, plants, insects, and animals alike. And the view from up here is absolutely incredible. We can already spot some amazing animals roaming around. Now it truly is a view like the one from up here that puts it in perspective for us, guys, as to why we've all got to work so hard together to help conserve and preserve the wildlife and ecosystems around us, because we may not live out there, but somebody else definitely does. Now we can see some of these beautiful giraffes roaming around, but the first ones that we're going to get a bit closer to are these Patterson's eland making their way across the savannah. Now Patterson's eland, like those tan antelope there, also known as common eland, are the tallest species of antelope. They will reach about 6 feet tall when they're fully grown. Females typically weigh about 1,300 pounds, males a little bit over 2,000. Now that one close to us is a female, the one right in the front is a female, but the one in the middle is just a young juvenile. Still very small, just growing in their horns. And we can tell the difference between females and males because females are that beautiful tan. Males are going to be kind of a light gray in color, and they can jump 8 feet high straight up in the air from a standstill position. Pretty incredible animals. Now if we take a look on the left, in the den there, taking a nap, we can spot some African painted dogs. Now African painted dogs are the top predators here in Africa. They do have an 80% success rate when they hunt. They will hunt in packs and run their prey to exhaustion. They can run about 30 miles an hour, and they will be able to hold that speed for about 3.5 miles. Now lions only have about a 10% success rate, if that gives you guys a little bit of a comparison to them. Time to adjust, find a new position.
Downward painted
They are
dog.
dawn and dusk
Upward
hunters,
painted
so they
dog.
primarily spend a lot of their time sleeping and resting up for their hunting times. Now, as well, on the left, sable antelope. The official emblem for our reserve here in Harambe. If they look a little bit familiar, that's why you've already seen their image today. Now, sable antelope, they've got those beautiful curved back horns to protect them from any predators that might want to jump on their backs and harm them. The reddish brown coats they have will darken as they mature. An adult male tend to have a coat that is around a jet black in color. Yes, they are. Those are termite mounds. Now, termites do make those, and they're made out of a really easy recipe. Dirt, dung, and spit, if you guys ever want to make some at home. Work pretty well. And they will harden all day in the hot sun. They're about as hard as concrete, so they make really good scratching posts for animals like giraffes and elephants, because they can reach up to beautiful heights, and they're very strong, so they can hold up the weight of those elephants as they scratch and lean against them. It's a beautiful view of this Patterson's eland. Now I can spot some wildebeest as well over in these tall grasses. Looks like they're hanging out. Now wildebeest, that is only a partial herd. Their average herd size is actually around 200 to 500 to a herd. Now every year they will get together in a herd of about 1.5 million. We like to call that a sort of super herd. And they will migrate nearly 1,000 miles across Africa just to search for new land, food, and water. They don't like wearing their resources out in any one given area. There's a giraffe making their way over here.
Oh, wow. Look, Morgan, you see it?
Now as they make our way by, if we get a little closer, please remember to keep those hands inside. And if we take a really good look at their spots, we can see that these are Maasai giraffe. Now Maasai just refers to that very messy, irregular patterning that they have. And everybody's spots are all completely different, just to help them tell each other apart. Now they will reach about 20 feet tall when they're fully grown. They are the tallest land mammals.
That was so
Their
cool.
calves, though, are born at just about 6 feet tall. They are able to look most grown men in the eye. Now we do have a few options here, but I think we're gonna go this way. Looks like somebody else has already been through here, and we're gonna see if they're still in the area. There is only one animal I know that's large enough to knock over a tree of that size. Now African elephants, they are going to reach about 5 tons when they are fully grown. That's nearly 15,000 pounds. They've got those big massive ears to help keep them nice and cool. So when they flap them, it gets blood flowing through the vessels in their ears. Cool themselves off about 20 degrees at a time.
Beautiful. Wow. That
Now
was
we can
so
assume
cool.
that he is a male because he is very much alone, just by himself, and that massive size there. Now if this were any other species of elephants, we would be able to tell that he is a male by his tusks. But African elephants, both male and female, grow them. That's because they're going to need them more so to get into red clay as well. Take a look on my right. Those are tusk marks. That is an excellent sign for elephant activity. It looks like they are pretty fresh. I do spot some elephants up here. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer here.
Oh, wow.
Elephants love eating red clay. It is their source of vitamins and minerals. It's just like you and I would take multivitamins.
Bring them to Georgia.
Now we did mention those beautiful tusks. They are incisors, just like our teeth, that never stop growing. They'll grow very long and strong to help them get into that red clay, also into all these lovely baobab trees around us. Now, unfortunately, my friends, it's what they are being poached for. And at the rate of about 90 elephants a day. If it does continue at that rate, elephants will be completely extinct in only 10 years. Now, there's a wonderful way that we can help them out. Just don't buy anything made out of ivory. That will put poachers out of a job. Tell your friends and families to do the same. And it will protect all these elephants, especially that little one over there.
Yeah, I see the baby right there in the middle. Oh, or boy. Oh, look. Look at that.
Now,
Look at that.
that little one there is
So
probably about 2
cute.
years old. At that age, they're going to weigh about 2,000 pounds, so they're not too small when they are born. Mom is going to be pregnant for about 22 months. That is nearly 2 years. And then she will give birth to a 300-pound
What are
baby.
you complaining about? Look.
Yeah. She's really protective over her little one. Oh, it looks like they've got a snack for the road, too. Look at that over your left shoulder. Those tusks also work really good for carrying anything that they might need, apparently. It's pretty good. Pretty good method there, if I do say so myself. Now these beautiful pink birds down here are flamingo, but they aren't just any flamingo, they are the greater flamingo. They are the tallest and lightest pink out of all 6 of the flamingo species, but they're not actually born that color at all. They're born like little gray cotton balls, very fluffy, extremely light in pigmentation, and they don't get their color until about 1.5 years into life. Now that is just from their diet, brine, shrimp, and crustaceans. And they will filter feed throughout the day, and it really just depends on how much shrimp that they get to eat as to how quickly they get that pink color to their feathers. Now it looks like there's a mud wallow up ahead too. Rhinos love to make those when it rains. They're going to be able to kind of roll around in that mud. It'll be a good sunblock and insect repellent for them. They can also dip their horns into it. It'll soften up the keratin, and they can file it along rocks and trees, just like we might file our fingernails. There's some ostrich back there on the right. Now it looks like they are off on an adventure, so let's see if we can kind of go around and see if we can get a bit closer. They are the largest land bird. They are absolutely incredible animals. Though they have wings, they actually can't fly. Ostriches will use them instead just to help them run. Well, they run along at about 40 miles an hour, so they'll be kind of rudders of a sort to help them steer. Now that is very, very fast, but I've heard rumors of some other fast predators living out here in this area. Now really keep those eyes out. Look, there on the left, a cheetah. Now cheetahs are the fastest land mammal. They can go from 0 to 60 miles an hour in 3 seconds. Even upwards into about 70 miles an hour, but they can only hold that speed for about a minute or so. There's another cheetah right up here on the left. That is where those spots come in so handy. They're their camouflage. It allows them to get as close as possible to their prey without being noticed. Now they are also diurnal predators, which means that they hunt during the day. It's pretty unusual. They're actually the only large cat to do that. So the black stripes on a cheetah's face under their eyes.
So they're hunting right now.
Keep the sunshine out of their eyes. Like a glare reflector,
But that's
almost like a pair of sunglasses for them so they can see what's going on and how close they are to their prey.
Is that right?
Keep an eye on the bed. There are some white rhino up ahead. Take a look at that. Now, white rhino, they weigh a bit more than black rhino. They actually weigh about 5,000 pounds, but they can charge at 35 miles an hour still. They've got a pretty poor sense of hearing. They rely more, pretty poor sense of eyesight, I'm so sorry. They rely more on their sense of hearing. I got ahead of myself there. Now, you see their ears are kind of tilted out towards us. Just listen to make sure we're not a threat. And they are actually not white at all. They get their name from a mistranslation of the Afrikaans word fight, which just means wide, referring to that really broad, wide mouth. And if you take a look on the left-hand side, there are lions up on that Kofi. Oh, he's getting a good resting up. Yeah. Yeah, indeed. Now they are going to sleep about 16 to 20 hours a day because they are nocturnal predators. They're saving up all their energy for their big hunts at night. There's another female right down there.
Is it the one down further on the road?
Now, it is the female's job to go out and do all the hunting. That is because they're lighter, they're more agile, they've got a better chance of bringing home any food. And we got a really good look at her paws. They're super large and soft, really padded. To help her sneak up silently behind her. Alright, we are going to get a little closer to these ostriches.
Lion pick ever.
Have you guys seen any of those little antelope laying down over here? There's one sitting down. Oh, there's two. Those are Bontabot. Now, Bontabot, they're related to wildebeest as well, so despite their antelope lineage, they actually cannot jump at all. They lack all that athleticism. We'll see if anybody has decided to call it their home. Now, as you do continue to journey with us throughout the animal kingdom today, you will probably hear us talk a lot about animal conservation. That is just because we do care so deeply about these animals and the environments that they live in. Now, endangered species like all the ones around us today don't just exist across the globe. They live in your very own backyard. Now, they do include more commonly things like plants and insects, so I highly encourage you to go out and explore. Take a look at what lives around you and just learn the little things you could do every single day to help them grow and thrive while you continue to grow and thrive alongside them. As a very wise man did once say, people will protect the things that they love, and I definitely believe that to be true. What's not to love about those animals after all? But if you need a few more reasons to love them, or you have any questions about the ones we saw, maybe some we didn't get to see, come on up to my window. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you guys may have, talk to you a little bit more face to face. My wilderness explorers are on board the Simba 1. That is the name of my truck. And the name you're going to need for your safari guide badge, it is the Simba 1. Before we part ways, my friends, I do just want to say Asante Sana. That does mean thank you. Thank you all so very much for spending some time with me out here on the reserve and seeing these animals do what they do the best and just be themselves in their natural habitats. Now, we don't say goodbye here. It's far too sad and final for us, so we're going to leave you instead with Kwaherini, which just means to go well. So go well, go wild, go make a difference out there, and have an incredible rest of your day. Once again, my name is Anton. You are on board the Simba 1. And if you do have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to ask. I promise I don't bite.
incredible. Morgan, what did you think? Yeah? And what was the name of the vehicle?
Simba won.
Simba. One.
It was awesome.
That was absolutely incredible. I can't wait to go again. Father says, sit in the corner.
Well, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us here today. What was your favorite part of the safari? What was your favorite animal on the safari? I'd love to know. Please leave it in the comments below. But guys, again, go ahead and give us a big thumbs up and like this video and subscribe to our channel so we can keep you posted to all the newest videos. But until next time, get out there, have some fun, and we'll see you on the flip side.